Hello my sweets, it's Keisha. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for choosing to watch my video. Today we're diving into a magical Christmas DIY with Santa's very own magic key. If you don't have a chimney or just want to add a little extra holiday magic to your decor, this project is perfect. Using a simple Dollar Tree tag ornament and a few affordable supplies, I'll show you how I made this key look truly special. The best part? It's easy, customizable, and makes a wonderful gift too. So let's get crafting and make some holiday magic. For this project, I'll be using a tag ornament from Dollar Tree. I'll also be using some vinyl cutouts, a key, piece of ribbon, and Waverly chalk paint in the color ivory. To begin, I'm going to be painting this tag here in Waverly chalk paint in the color ivory. And I'm going to be painting the entire thing, front, back, along the edges, everywhere. The sign or tag was originally a ornament that I purchased at Dollar Tree, so it's been sitting in my stash for a couple of years now, but I imagine because they pretty much bring the same pieces back year after year, I imagine they're going to have another one that's a similar shape to this tag. I did remove all of the paper off of it. Unfortunately, I thought I had another one, but I can't find it to show you what it looks like with the paper on it and how I remove the paper. But how I remove the paper is I just spray some water on it and then I let it sit for a few minutes. And then once the paper starts to kind of bubble up, I then scrape it off with like a little paint scraper. And then any glue or residue that may be left, I will sand it off with a little block sander from Dollar Tree. So I am going to go ahead and get on and finish painting this. I can see that it's a little bit splotchy on here, so I am going to need to do, looks like maybe 2 coats for complete coverage. So once I do that and it's completely dry, I will be back with the next step. Okay, so the tag has had a chance to dry, and I went ahead and once it was dry, I just took the sanding block again and kind of smoothed over the paint a little bit. It's a little bit rough as it is chalk paint. It kind of loses the texture to it. So next what I want to do is go ahead and add the vinyl onto the tag here. First what I'm going to do is mark center on here, and I'm just doing a light tick mark just for a little bit of guidance. Okay. I also marked down the center of the I forget what this, it's like a carrier sheet. I can't even think of what it's called. Transfer tape, sorry. The transfer tape for the vinyl that I made. I did make this on Cricut in Design Space. There was actually one that was on there for Santa's Magic Key, but I kind of edited it to make it how I wanted it to look. I'm just going to line this up here as best I can. Wasn't exactly where I wanted it. Let's try that again. It's almost like you need more hands than what you got. Okay. Still not there yet. Oh, okay. I guess we're here. So I'm going to go ahead and rub this down, and then I'm going to give it a little burnish with the scraper tool here. Now, if you don't have a vinyl cutting machine, this is something that you can do with, like if you have some letter stencils or stamps. If you have great handwriting, that's another option. Or stickers. All right, now this transfer tape is really, it's the strong grip. So I'm hoping it does not give me trouble to release here. Okay. So, looks like this one was giving me trouble to come off. And so it kind of bent a little bit. And I'm gonna see if I can't scrape that, see if I can, excuse me, scrape that down. And then there was an S, this S, kind of stretched out of shape. Let me get the proper tool for that. Okay, this S here, let me see if I can't bend that back into shape a little bit. Okay, that S is looking a little crazy, but I think it's gonna be okay. You know, some of my marks that I made, I originally made it on the sheet that was behind this, came off on here, so I am gonna have to do some touch-ups to get rid of those, but this is what the front is looking like. And now I'm going to do the back, and I'm going to do it in the same way. And I already know that I lost some of my punctuation when I was weeding this out, so I'm going to have to add those back in. Okay, so I have my marks here, and I just want to try to line them up. So that's what this part is looking like, and I'll bring it a little bit closer. So if you want to give it a quick read here. Okay, so next one I want to do is I'm going to touch up the paint first and let that dry, because I have some areas here, again, where the orange from where I was marking it center. I'm just gonna dab some paint on there, because I don't have enough. I'm gonna dab some paint on here, and then I'm gonna let that dry. And then I'm gonna go over to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, I decided before I turn this over and do the other side, and while the paint is still drying, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the punctuation that disappeared. So I had a comma here, please write. That's not. Comma here, exclamation here, and here. I think that's all of them. And I'll bring that up again close. So I added this comma here, and then the dot for the exclamation, and the dot for this exclamation. I think that'll be good there. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for it to dry, and then I'm gonna go over to the other side, let that dry, and then I'll be back to finish this off. The tag has had a chance to dry fully, and so what I'm going to do next is add the ribbon here and the key. But before, I just need to let you know that if you do get Sharpie on this and you're using the same colors, you just want to be careful with getting it on the paint here, because I had an issue where I ended up having to dig out the area where the Sharpie accidentally got onto the paint, and then repaint it and sand it down. I've also gone ahead and sealed this with a matte acrylic sealer, and now it's good to go to put together. So I'm going to go ahead and add this ribbon here, and I've already tied the end of it. And while I'm putting this in, I'm going to be using this stylus here to get the ribbon through this hole. But for those of you who don't know what Santa's magic key is it's if you have little ones who believe, and you live in an apartment or a home without a fireplace, then you put this on the outside of your door. If you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you can put it on the inside. And it's just a way of you know, keeping the magic that Santa can still come and deliver presents. So that's what this is about. I think I made one last year, and I actually wanted to use this tag, but I couldn't find it, so I used something else to do it. So we've upgraded it for this year, and I think it's just a good way to add tradition, and it also helps with, I think, with, you know, sitting down and reading this with your child and just getting the excitement up for the season. So now that I've finally gotten that through, I'm going to go ahead and string the key, which I did shorten the ribbon that's on here. I guess it's like a little cord, by just tying an extra knot in it. And I'm going to go ahead and just put it through here. And if you don't, you know, have a key like this, that's okay. You don't have to have anything fancy. I did get this one at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. And so you don't necessarily have to have this key. You can use, you know, if you have just an old key that doesn't fit to anything, you can paint that up with either spray paint, acrylic paint, like a rub and buff wax. You can most certainly do that, and use that type of key instead. So now, I don't know why my fingers don't want to work this morning, but I'm just getting this tightened on here, and I'm just trying to let this knot be hidden behind this red ribbon. And then it is ready. So we have that there. And then you just turn this over and read it with your child or your children, and then put it out on the door before they go to bed. So stay tuned for final pictures. I hope you enjoyed making Santa's magic key with me today. It's amazing how something so simple can bring so much magic to the holidays, isn't it? If you try this project, don't forget to customize it and make it your own. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more holiday crafts and ideas coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays, and see you next time.